Before the break, we began exploring the historic downtown of Missoula, Montana, the town where a river runs through it. And speaking of the river, who's up for a float with the good folks at Montana River Guides?
Give us a nice wave.
Hi guys, have fun. I mean, I grew up just biking along this river to go to school every day. In the wintertime, I would cross-country ski to school, excuse me. I think just the access to so many cool outdoor opportunities and then all the amazing people that it attracts here are pretty singular, so I'm spoiled out here.
I went to the University of Montana. I transferred my sophomore year, and I graduated during COVID, and my plan pre-COVID was to move to Portland, move to Oregon, like go try somewhere else out. And I guess I'll stay in Missoula for the summer. And that kind of just turned into me putting more and more roots down and eventually staying. And I've been here for about 8 years now.
When not serving as a guide, Jack is a college student near San Francisco.
It's very different, yeah. Living in a big city is definitely a culture shock. I miss Missoula a lot when I move away, but I think Deception is probably my favorite game to play with people. A lot of people still think that Montana's a territory when I talk to them, which is funny. I've told people that I used to ride horses to school, or that lunch was like an open season just for hunting for food. So trying to get people to believe like the craziest things about my hometown is a fun game to play. They also generally think I'm pretty country, even though we live in a college town and have a good amount of culture here. But once I'm not lying to them, I think they're impressed by my comfortability in the outdoors. A lot of people kind of get sick of being dirty or out in the sun, just like in the elements, and that's where I feel most at home. I'd say that's the biggest disparity between me or a regular city dweller. I get a little bit claustrophobic in the big city. I like having like vast horizons to look at, not a lot of people. That's kind of where I thrive.
We asked both Amy and Jack to offer an itinerary about what to do in Missoula.
I would say day one, start with my favorite coffee place and also where I work. So I'm biased, but it's called the Loose Caboose, a little drive-up coffee stand that's locally owned and operated. And then I have to say go rafting. In the summer, I think that's one of the best things you can do. Like get on the water in some way. Come out to Montana River Guides, go whitewater rafting, or come float the scenic stretch here in town. And then I would get dinner downtown, maybe like Cranky Sam's, and then finish the night with the classic like Big Dipper ice cream. Day two, I'd go for a little hike somewhere. My favorite place for lunch is like the Warden's Deli downtown. Again, I'm a sucker for ice cream, so I would say probably get another scoop of ice cream, maybe at Sweet Peaks, which is the other ice cream store in town, and like finish with a sunset hike up Mount Sentinel up the M and watch the sunset over town.
Best ice cream, it's gotta be Big Dipper. Yeah, they're huckleberry ice cream. They have it year round. It's pretty tough to beat.
Something I do get a lot is, at what elevation do deer turn into elk? Which I could see being a valid question. They're different. There is no elevation where they're different. Missoula is a city that has a soul. Like you can feel it. And it might sound cheesy, but it's a city that comes together for the farmers markets, that loves the live music, that supports all of the local businesses here as best they can, where like I think entrepreneurs, where families, where businesses can actually thrive because you feel like there's a sense of community backing you, and it creates this really like welcoming environment for everybody and for folks that want to come visit. And there's a heartbeat here. There's soul, there's rhythm, there's music, there's culture, there's arts, there's the river. It's like this really beautiful amalgamation of different people in different places that have come together to like make this city work.
Yeah, that's Brendan's wave. So I grew up surfing there when I was little. It was initially built as a kayak surf wave, and then some of the first river surfers started out here. So you jump off of one of the rocks and then ride the board into the middle of the wave. And then what's cool about this, it's different from an ocean wave that crashes. Once you pop up on that wave, you can ride as long as you want. So when there's no one else out on that wave, sometimes I'll pop up and have a 30-minute surf, just riding the wave until the sun sets, which is really fun.
Yeah, right in the middle. That wasn't that bad. It looked a lot more shallow.
Typically at higher water earlier in the year, that middle wave is a little bit better. It creates a taller face so you can take longboards out. And then on that wave, you typically ride shorter boards. The middle wave gets surfable at about 5 times the flow rate we have now. And then this one will get better between 7 to 12 times higher than the volume of the river we have. Typically it's best in early June through July.
Yes, of course. When we come back, it's photo tip time.